Hang on, I've got a square, is that correct?
Just press the triangle. Is it? Oh yeah, you're funny.
Well, most of it was saved. There you are, have a quick zoom.
That was rubbish.
Good God, shrapnel everywhere.
Chocolate shrapnel.
Shrapnel, chocolate shrapnel. How wars were won with chocolate shrapnel.
Shit. Oh, that is so funny.
Incoming.
Jesus Christ, that piece went everywhere. That piece went flying. Oh my God.
It's quite thick, isn't it?
Oh yeah, proper thick. Nice. I always do this like really stupid voices just to do like entertaining stuff. It's really stupid. I haven't done this in 2 years. It was around the time I was making like a kind of like a chocolate pudding kind of thing.
Houston, we got a great view of the European service module out the window with the sun hitting the side and the solar rays and the NASA worm right there. It's a beautiful looking machine.
Roger.
And the crew module raise burn is underway, a 19-second firing of the thrusters, and we have a completion of the burn.
Integrity. Good. CM raise burn. Your flight path angle is within limits.
Integrity copies. Looks good on board, Jackie.
So the final maneuver is now complete. Our trajectory for a splashdown in the Pacific 29 minutes from now is set and will not be amended any further. The parachute deployment sequence, once again, will come in several segments, but in rapid fire succession.
And we have a great view of the moon out window 2. Looks a little smaller than yesterday.
Guess we'll have to go back.
Reed Wiseman and Jackie Mahaffey exchanging discussion on a view of the moon that Integrity's astronauts are seeing in the final minutes of this mission that will be completed with splashdown just 25 minutes from now. 3 forward bay cover parachutes will be used to pull the forward bay cover off the top of the vehicle. Then 2 drogue parachutes will be deployed to slow and stabilize the crew module during its descent, followed by 3 pilot parachutes that will lift and deploy the main parachutes from the forward bay. The final sequence will have 3 main parachutes deployed. These will be 116 feet in diameter, each main parachute approximately 265 feet long when reefed. The parachutes will ultimately slow Integrity down from its peak speed of almost 33 times the speed of sound to a gentle 19 miles an hour at splashdown. This view out of one of Integrity's windows. We had a call for 3 good baros. Those are barometric pressure sensors that feed altitude and rate of descent information to Integrity's computers that will trigger the parachute deployment sequence. We are less than 9 minutes away from entry interface, 22 minutes from splashdown. You can see the reflection of one of the crew members in the window.
Houston, purge is complete. Crew and vehicle are configured for entry.
Houston copies.
And we're in step 37, transferring nav state to BFS.
Now 6 minutes away from entry interface. We will hit the first traces of Earth's atmosphere at an altitude of 400,000 feet, traveling about 34,882 feet per second. Ranged splashdown at that point will be 1,701 nautical miles. This view from Integrity as it crosses from southwest to northeast across the Pacific Ocean, 3 minutes from entry interface. Mark 1 minute until entry interface. 1 minute, 20 seconds until the expected start of our 6-minute blackout.
Integrity. 1 minute to a 6-minute blackout.
Integrity.
Ten seconds till entry interface. And we have crossed the threshold, now entering the Earth's atmosphere. We're at 400,000 feet, traveling 34,800 feet per second. Time to splash down 13 minutes, 10 seconds. And as predicted, we've entered our communications blackout. This will be a 6-minute blackout period. No voice, no data from the crew. 30 seconds away from the anticipated point of peak heating on the vehicle, where temperatures will rise to about 4,000 to 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the true test of our trajectory. And from the G5 aircraft in the vicinity of the splashdown zone, this view of integrity. So that pinpoint of light shows the vehicle as it enters the period of peak heating in the Earth's atmosphere, the first tug of gravity being felt by Integrity's astronauts since their launch back on April 1st. The landing and support officer reports that the P-3 has acquisition on Integrity. Three and a half minutes left in this blackout period. This is a visualization of the plasma buildup around the spacecraft and the repelling of that heat on Integrity's heat shield. Multiple airborne assets as part of the recovery team all have visuals on Integrity. And the WB-57 flying in the splashdown zone also has a visual. And the Navy helos also have visuals. We're still in the blackout period. Still do not have communications from the crew.
Integrity, Houston, comm check, post-blackout.
Houston, Integrity, we have you loud and clear.
Your trajectory is nominal, and your recovery teams have visual.
Guidance looks good.
No action for the enabled internal camera controller fail.
Big cheers from the viewing room here in Mission Control as voice communication reestablished with Commander Reed Wiseman. For America and a waiting world, Integrity is 5.5 minutes away from coming home.
Integrity, impact to the camera controller fail is no Cab 1 views of the chutes.
Integrity.
We're processing good data through the GPS system. A good view of Integrity, time to splash down 4.5 minutes. And a view of Integrity from the WB-57. We're at 50,000 feet. The pyros are armed for forward bay cover jettison. And there go the first series of parachutes. And we're on drogues.
And Houston, we're visual 2 drogues out the window.
2 good drogue chutes. Next up.
We copy, we see them.
Next up, the deployment of pilot parachutes that will pull the main chutes out. Time to splash down 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Perfect descent rate according to flight
Integrity,
dynamics.
good rates on 2 drogues.
We see the same on board.
Passing through 10,000 feet, still on drogues. Main chute deploy. We're at 5,000 feet. Search and recovery beacon has been activated on integrity. And we have 3 good main chutes. Good 3 main chutes, good reefing, good descent rate.
Good rates, and we see 3 good-looking parachutes. Integrity, cabin pressure indicates no need for hydrazine checks.
Integrity copies.
This is a perfect descent for integrity. Its crew sounding hale and hearty on board. Time to splashdown 1 minute 15 seconds. Integrity about to complete a journey spanning 694,481 miles from its launch from the Kennedy Space Center back on April 1st, and a trip around the moon. Passing through 1,000 feet,
Houston Integrity, splashdown, sending post-landing command now.
splashdown confirmed.
Copy splashdown, waiting on VLDR.
Splashdown confirmed at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time. From the pages of Jules Verne to a modern-day mission to the moon, a new chapter of the exploration of our celestial neighbor is complete. Integrity's astronauts back on Earth. The unofficial splashdown time, 7:07 and 47 seconds p.m. Central Time. We'll get that refined for you. That would put the end of the mission at a mission elapsed time of 9 days, 1 hour, 31 minutes, 35 seconds. Once again, splashdown occurring in the Pacific, southwest of San Diego, at 7:07 and 47 seconds p.m.
Integrity Houston, comm check on VLDR.
Houston, we have you loud and clear on VLDR. How us?
We have you the same. We'll meet you over in post-landing.
Perfect communications established.
What a journey. We are stable 1, 4 green crew members.
Houston copies all.
Reed Wiseman reporting 4 green crew members. That is not their complexion. That is the fact that they're in great condition. That's what that means. So stable 1, upright. The crew module uprighting system is being deployed. The 5 airbags being inflated through helium to maintain the upright configuration for the vehicle. This was a textbook entry and a textbook touchdown for Integrity. Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen back on Earth after a journey around the moon. We continue to monitor the functioning of the CMOOS system. The airbags are being inflated to maintain a stable one or upright configuration. And there's a good view from one of the naval helicopters hovering overhead. Reed Wiseman reporting 4 green crew members, meaning they're all in excellent shape. Megan Cruz is standing by with Administrator Jared Isaacman.
Hey, Rob, yeah, just such an honor to be able to be here on the ship, to be able to share and experience this moment with everyone together. And of course, as you just said, yes, here with NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman. Administrator, how did you feel getting to witness this and seeing NASA at its best?
Oh, I mean, I'm honestly, I'm still at a loss for words. I mean, you know, like the childhood Jared right now can't believe what I just saw. I mean, almost been waiting my whole lifetime to see this, and then it's NASA Administrator. I just couldn't be more proud of the entire workforce, the years, the effort, the late nights, all the hard work from across the country that contributed to this incredible moment right now. And yeah, incredibly grateful too for our teams here on the John P. Murtha right now.
Yeah, look at the behind us here.
Got everybody. What do you guys think? We just brought some astronauts back from the moon, huh? Unbelievable.
This is Mission Control Houston. After talking to the flight dynamics folks, we have a bit of a refinement on the splashdown time for you. Their computation shows a splashdown time of 7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time, 7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time. That would equate to a mission elapsed time of 9 days, 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 15 seconds.
And as there are mission audio loops in Mission Control in Houston, there is a mission audio loop here on the ship. And it was just reported out that the side hatch is open. Side hatch of Integrity is open. You're getting these beautiful shots from our aerial assets. The ship itself, where I'm on, just 3,000 yards away. Again, plenty of people on the boat here, glued to the side closest to where they can see all this action. And again, with just 3,000 yards separating us, great views from the bow here. You can see now that side hatch is open. One of the Navy personnel is about to get inside there. In they go.
Yeah, thank you, Megan. Here in Mission Control, Flight Director Rick Henfling and the entry team of flight controllers still on duty. The vehicle has been powered down for some time now. There are no hazardous gases emanating from Integrity. That, of course, allowed the recovery personnel to approach the vehicle and then open the hatch to begin the initial medical assessment of the crew, as you just indicated. Now we're standing by for the erection of that inflatable raft, the front porch, alongside of the vehicle that will enable the crew to be extracted one by one onto the raft, have a moment or two to get their land legs back before they're hoisted into 2 hovering Navy helicopters, 2 crew members for each helicopter, for a short flight back to the deck of the USS John P. Murtha. Once again here in Mission Control, this view of the Artemis Flight Control Room, known as the White Flight Control Room. This is the old Shuttle Flight Control Room, and now is the home of Artemis missions to the moon and beyond. Once again, quite a few flight controllers were invited in by Entry Flight Director Rick Henfling to share in the jubilation following the successful splashdown of Integrity. That splashdown occurring an hour and 22 minutes ago, as we stand by for the completion of the extraction of the crew. And the initial, you can hear it. Jubilation here in the flight control room. The first crew member is out of Integrity. We are expecting the other crew members momentarily to be extracted. We now have 2 crew members out. Crew member number 3 now out. And now standing by for the commander, Reed Wiseman, who will be last out of his ship. And we now have Reed Wiseman out of the vehicle, all 4 crew members now out of Integrity. Once again, all 4 crew members now on the front porch, and the procedure to begin hoisting them up to these 2 Navy helicopters hovering overhead will begin shortly. This is Mission Control Houston. The mission is over, but the melody lingers on as jubilation continues here in the flight control room. This is Mission Control Houston, with the crew members now beginning to be hoisted aboard the Navy helicopters. Let's go to Megan Cruz aboard the USS John P. Murtha, who will take it from here.
The last astronaut, Commander Reed Weissman, now off the front porch and almost into the second helicopter. Both now on their way back to the ship where we are, the USS John P. Murtha, just west of San Diego in the Pacific Ocean. Close to the ship here, hearing them begin to hover on the flight deck, which is just across from us here on the bow. The first helicopter coming in. And wheels down. Wheels down of the first helicopter carrying 2 of our Artemis II crew. Pilot Victor Glover and Mission Specialist Christina Cook. Second helicopter making its approach of the flight deck. Plenty of people here on the bow with their cell phones out, filming this moment. Some impressive flying here by the Navy, as we are seconds away from wheels down. And there you go. We now have all 4 Artemis II crew members on the USS John P. Murtha. All right, and now here we see pilot Victor Glover and Mission Specialist Christina Cook sitting on the edge of one of the helicopters, looking in great spirits. That familiar smile and laugh from Victor, I can see it from here. Christina, I'm sure, feeling the same way, just blocked a little bit by our camera here, but we'll see her here shortly. And here we go. We're seeing Jeremy walking, waving across the flight deck, now on his way to the medical bay. All right. And now here we are, Christina, making her way, looking thankful, grateful, happy to be home. You can see she's looking up again, lots of people, just a few levels up off the flight deck, welcoming her home. It looks like Victor will be the next one headed to medical bay. More hugs, more hugs. He's a hugger. Victor looking good as he walks across the flight deck. NASA administrator applauding. Victor applauding for all the folks on the ship with him who played a role in their safe return today. Applause from the group there on the flight deck, I'm sure, as well as on the level just above them, packed with people. Reed looking good as he takes his steps towards the medical bay.
I missed her.
That's awesome. So this is one of the trays that I do for, well, this is the tray really. When I say one of the trays, I'm talking about that one. But basically this is one of the food that I provide for the birds 90% of the time. And I also got this out. So if you're wondering why it looks a bit messy, it's actually not me, funny enough. They look like they've actually been investigating it and even taking some interest. So that is perfect, because it means that they are taking interest of the materials, which I'm really happy about, because that means that these little fellas are taking a lot of interest. Now, sometimes I believe I either get a dunnock or like a female sparrow, but I think a dunnock is like one of those ones with the purple breast. In case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's like a little small bird, and I've seen them hide here a few times from the weather. But the reason why it's all messy here is because either the pigeons or the like the other birds have basically just been coming at it and basically like nom 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 kind of thing, and they're just trying to like spread out the food as much as possible, which is good, because I can see that some of them have actually, looks like that's either pigeon or that is magpie like feathers. That'll be good for the that'll be good for the blue tits. Yeah, that definitely looks like a pigeon feather. That'll be good for them though. But I'll wash my hands after this, because I'm just having a little check. I've just been out with my niece and my aunt just for a little bit. I just realised there's an ant's nest here actually. Ah, interesting. So there's little holes here, if you guys can tell. These are ant nests. I think there's a few around here. I know there's. I just saw like earlier on there was some ants crawling up here a second ago when I was just doing that shot. Oh, that is so cool. So I've just spoken to one of my neighbours, and apparently one of the blue tits has gone into that blue, very bright blue box. So they've been checking it out. That's fantastic news. They've either taken interest of it, or they've gone for that one, which is the normal one they would go for. Which, fair play to them. But I wouldn't be surprised if another blue tit. Yeah, look. Fantastic, they've been chiseling at it. They've actually chiseled it. That's amazing. Yeah, there's no one in there at the moment, but fantastic. So that's where Mum Blue Tit would be. And she's the one that comes over here every week. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, so she's the neighbour down the bottom, so that's the one that she was just telling me about. And she has a great view of them, of the bird feeder there, as well as the pigeons and the birds and everything. And she was just telling me a bit about it. And that big bit there is where the pigeon nest is going to be. So that's why I did the tub of sticks, so as an offering, so if they are finding it interesting, it'd be better for them. So for those who what's going on, so for those who don't know, so for the past few months, basically I have officially left the garden centre. Why? Because from the past few vlogs that I've done, basically from over time, they've basically have been making excuses. They basically have been trying to get me to do buttons and badges and things like that. And I just said to my mum and my support that this just wasn't good enough. So I just was like, bugger off, I'm not having this. And that was it. And at the same time, around that period, I was also basically trying to date somebody. And then I just had one of those overprotective parents. And she just made me stop seeing her. And that was it. And that was it. So basically, I'm just, you know, just going to spend my time doing my own thing. We were together for three months, like that, 2 or 3 months. So yeah, so that's why. So some people might think, oh, you're leaving because of the girlfriend, because she was at the garden centre, basically. Well, unfortunately, the garden centre is shut. So the shop is no longer there. And I've been pushing for 5 or 6 years to try and get social media content out for them. And they've done absolutely nothing to do that. So, for me, to give them the middle finger, I'm going to sociables instead. Bing! So that's what I'm doing. So this week is my birthday. I'm 30 on Thursday. So I'll likely probably do a little few clips from it. But yeah, I don't know what's happening on because apparently the reason why I'm saying this is because I know a lot of you don't know this. My family have basically planned something special for the 24th of April. I have no idea what it is, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, basically the Day of Shadow at the garden centre, which I do not want to mention the name. Basically, I'm just doing my own thing now. I've done nothing for a while, and something just needs to change. It's just all over the place now. It's just the way it is. This blue tit's been singing to me as well for my birthday. That's fine, you're fine. Thank you, by the way, buddy, and Adam. Hey, baby. How's it going? You been laying? You set up a new home for your chicks? How are your eggs doing? It's breeding season, isn't it? Yeah? You're a beautiful girl, aren't you? Yeah. Wow. She is stunning. Isn't she?
Yeah, she's in.
She's still there. Like, even if you just stood up, she's still there. She's getting food, look.
She's very intent on getting the
Oh yeah, she's very content. There she goes. Just gone over there. Bye, sweetie. Hell of a steep hill, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Jeez.
She's going now.
It's a very steep hill. Two days after my 30th. I'm shattered. I was told something very special. I'm having a special event coming up next Friday, and I'm absolutely shattered. It'll be a few days before I'm recovered.
And even if we're short rates, you're putting out Christmas emergency.
Wow.
Did you do those in No, no. No, I don't. But if you do some of those, it might get you, you know, get more people. And, you know, get you, I think
There's a few Spanish bluebells here. Calf. There's a few Spanish ones here.
with another group I belong to in Worcester. Oh yeah, there are, aren't there? They're very Spanish. You can see them Spanish, they've got a moustache.
Yeah, they've got like a few difference, haven't they? They seem a bit more open, don't they?
They curl up like that, it's like a moustache.
Yes.
And the Spanish, they have moustaches.
Yes.
Like the Italian.
Well, it's not Italian, it's Spanish, really.
I know, but I said they're like Italians, they have the moustache.
Yeah, I know what you mean, though. Very cool, though. Yeah.
It's quite attractive and
in fact, blue over there.
I know.
Beautiful.
It is. It's absolutely stunning.
So they've written 30. How many late or was she early then? Annie, 10 days late. Both my girls are 10 days late. We should have had her first then. She should have been, I think she was due the 10th. Same as Laura, both the girls were 10 days late and Tom was 10 days early. Yeah, Sam was 10 or 11 days early. I was going to say, I thought Sammy was early. That was the bouncy castle, wasn't it? I know. We had a family party and Kathy sat on the bouncy castle. That was it, she went into labour. Oh, yeah. And then you can see the... This is, I thought, the castle.
just going around the woods on the pavement here. So that's where we're going. Apparently we're having a biscuit stop just across from here. So that's where we're going. Beautiful, it really is. You can see my biscuit in my hand.
Right. Was it nice tea?
No, well, that's the thing. You paid a lot of money as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay then, Ben.
Ready. And yet when I'm there, I'm trying to watch the television, and all she's doing is she's talking about
Used to be Instagram, and they've got a redundant room. It's interesting. I think,
Well, yes. You showed me the ball, I think.
That was perhaps the 3 surgeons who came on a different day, because they didn't do them all on the same day.
Why did they chop them all off at the top like that?
It's pollarding them, because they were getting too big, and they were hitting the in fact, I was cutting the boss to Bromsgrove, and the side of the bus caught some vegetation on the side of the bus near Target, and it smashed not just the wing mirror, it actually smashed the entrance door. And in fact, but because I was only going to Tarleton, it didn't matter, but I just got off the bus. But the other people who were waiting to go onto Bromsgrove and the Pyramids, they had to wait for the bus to come back because the driver couldn't actually proceed with all this smashed glass to the door.
So why are we left to stay with the stumps? Because there's no... They're dead really, aren't they now?
No, they were spread together.
No, the trees were alive. No, the trees will come back. They'll come back.
See that one there? Yeah, that was colored. They weren't all done at the same time.
Well, that one's got leaves, but that one hasn't got nothing.
They'll all come back.
But these are...
Yes. They'll come back.
In the history of the bank, they remember haven't found who actually, how old these trees are. They were planted well before the Second World War.
There must be about...
They don't grow that fast compared to... There's one type of tree called Siberian hickory that would be almost like size within about 20 years.
They're probably about like, probably over 100 maybe.
No, they just said they're not shrubs. They know they were planted before the Second World War, so that's getting on. They have to do it about 100 years.
Or 120 maybe.
1940s was the Second World War. Well, end of the 30s.
No, it was 39 actually.
39.
1939 it started.
Okay.
And then it ended in 45. Yeah.
So 100 years, we're about 10 years time, or just over 15 years time.
You know the bridges that go across the...
Or lift a small bit up. You've already taken it. It's not a tall wall, but is it? It's like, is it?
AI verify. I'll tell you one thing, on the front cover of Clover is not so it's quite rare that the crops didn't make it on the page of private art. Well,
It's everywhere. My donkeys were on thin dementia. I said it a long time, they're on thin, you know, the one who's gone to see in the IL5. Oh yes, sit down for a bit. Oh no. Well, we think it's been coming on over 3 years, but we were accepted and we got the second health. He doesn't think that he's got a problem. It's so real to him. He even thinks my aunt is trying to...
in a very privileged by the way, the New Zealand embassy in the capital has to be very careful that it's screening the visa requirement to go into New Zealand because there is a significant population in Auckland if they simply don't whoever they are.
Oh yeah. he's a lovely fella. I forget his first name, I just call him Captain Truth, but that's his surname. He is lovely. His ears are a bit strange. That's from the book we played, apparently. Yeah. They're all back now, and then
But of course, it's on there's loads of Methodists as well.
Have you been to Tom?